Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. Hello, I hope your Sunday is going well. Welcome to yet another episode of Heightened and Enlightened the Life Show, where we have real conversations about real life issues being told in real time. And prayerfully, with each conversation, it'll leave you feeling either heightened, more enlightened, or even both. But there you go. I am your host, I'm Shay, in the building tonight. And I want to start off and thank each and every one of you guys that come on here. For those of you that are watching on YouTube, I appreciate you as well. You guys, everybody that's following in, make sure you say hello. Make sure you highlight, like, comment, share. You guys know how we do. And for those of you that are going to catch the replay, hello to you. And thank you for watching the replay. So, you guys, give me a second to get into it because y'all know the routine. Y'all know how I do. I gotta share out. Gotta make sure everybody gets this. And you guys be sure. Oh, be sure to share out as well. Because as you all know, the more the merrier. The bigger the village, the more the impact. And it definitely takes a village to promote healing. So give me a second so I can share everything out. I need all my peoples in the building tonight. All of my peoples. Yeah, I don't know why. I do this all the time, and it doesn't matter how much I do it, the nerves still take over. But yeah, we're about to get into it here in a little bit. Let me share it out. Let me share it out. Because we're going to talk about some good stuff today. How to be grateful for the small things. Being grateful, being thankful, being appreciative. That's important. Hi, Michelle. Hey, hey, I see you. Thank you for highlighting. Look, it's taking me a second, but I'm sharing this out to everybody because I need all my peoples to be in attendance. Hmm. There we go. We're going to send this out. Yes, and I do got this, Michelle. We got this. We got this. We got this. I wish there was a button that I could just share this out to everybody, but maybe it's my tablet or what. But hey, you know how I do. I'm free flowing. We gonna do it though. We gonna do it. So yes, pile on in, pile on in. So Michelle, you're in the building. And I'm just gonna kind of kick it off. I'm gonna try to stop taking so long at the beginning because I feel like it loses people's attention and everything. So we getting better. This is in the making. You guys are really getting to watch this thing grow. So thank you for being a part of my village as my baby grows. You guys are raising this baby with me. So okay, getting into it. Last week we went over unexpected life situations, how to navigate through the unexpected life challenges and stuff like that. Well, this week I feel like kind of goes hand in hand. We're going to talk about being grateful and gratitude and what that looks like. Um, this is actually an important topic for me because as a person who promotes healing, and I'm also an empath. I'm a person that a lot of people come to, for advice, for an ear, just for someone to listen without judgment. Because that's me. I'm gonna listen to you without judgment. I can't judge you, so that's who I am. But with that being said, to be honest, with me being that type of person, I come across a lot of people that are like always negative. And I'm the type of person to where I can find the positive in everything. So I know sometimes it gets on people's nerves because they're like, girl, how can you be so positive and your world is falling apart? But I don't know. I have developed this gratefulness and this gratitude for life, and that helps me see the positive in every situation. So today I want to talk about that. I want to shed light on the positive aspects of growth and evolution. And you really only see that when you're grateful, when you can find a reason to be thankful, even through the trials and the triumphs. That's when life starts to get better. So we get to touch on that. Hey, D. Oh, yes, you guys and tag everybody, because the more the merrier. I shared out, but it helps when you guys put at followers and you share out as well, because like I say, it takes a village, and the more the merrier. Positive, way better than negative. You already know, Michelle. You already know. So, question of the day. I asked, and I think I seen one reply. I think D you replied. So the question of the day was pertaining gratitude. What unfortunate situation happened in your life that made you grateful? Hmm, that's a good question. Because like I say, people tend to look at the negative aspects only, and that's what keeps them stuck. For me, I see the light in every situation. And to be honest, every situation in my life has made me grateful. Um, I look at where I am. I look at what I'm doing. I look at who I have become, and I love it. Like every day that I wake up, I love who I am, and that gives me this deep, deep, deep appreciation for life. And I can't say that I've always had that. As someone who has attempted to unalive myself a few times, um, I didn't appreciate life. I didn't even know what life was about. And now that it kind of took for me to go through some things for me to even have this type of appreciation. So I am grateful for everything that I went through. I mean, down from, the foster care to the secrets to just being used and taken advantage of and manipulated. I'm grateful for all of that because it made me who I am. Now I am this super strong woman who can handle everything that comes my way. There's nothing that I can, you know. And with that being said, that has made me grateful for everything. Because I'm a great mother, I'm a great friend, I'm a great woman, and I would not be this great person if it wasn't for, the messed up stuff. So yes. And so I'll ask you guys again, what happened in your life? What unexpected situation happened in your life that made you guys grateful? I want to hear about it. Uh-oh. Oh, can you guys still hear me? I think my devices are messing up here. Put a yes in the comments if you can still hear me. Okay, I do see a comment. Michelle, I see yours. Grateful for the last MS attack, which was awful, feeling the healing touch. Okay. You grateful for that? Okay, and then D, I see you said able to walk again. Now you can clean, walk to the gym, and grateful for able to experience the prosthetic. Also, your self-esteem is good. Okay, I hear that. I hear that. You know what? Like speaking of being even grateful for that and self-esteem issues, I'm even grateful that I was talked about my whole life. Like growing up having a visual disability and my glasses were like super thick as a kid. Like, and I still wear them at home now, when I take my contacts out. But growing up with a visual disability and being teased, I was talked about for having thick glasses, for being fat, for being skinny, for being black, for having thick hair. Like I was talked about so much. I've developed this super tough skin. And it's like nothing no one can say is gonna bother me. And I love that for me. Like I love that for me, especially in a world full of opinionated people who feel like it's their duty to tell you how they feel and what they think about you. For me, I don't care what you think about me. Even people that I love, to be honest, this is how I live my life. If I love you, if it's the truth, I'm gonna eat it, I'm gonna swallow it, and I'm gonna try to, figure it out. If your opinion of me is a bold-faced lie, whether I love you or not, I'm not going to care. I'm not going to care at all. And that comes from me being talked about so much. So that is also something that I'm grateful for. Because yes, like that kind of helps my self-esteem because at the end of the day, people are going to talk about you whether you're pretty, whether you're ugly, whether you're tall, short, fat, skinny, light skin, dark skin, whatever. People are going to talk about you. They're going to talk about you whether you're successful, whether you're broke, whatever it is, people are going to find something to say. So it's like, why care? I mean, at the end of the day, why care? I think about stuff like that. So I'm grateful even for the naysayers. I'm grateful for y'all. Like Cat Williams said, I let a hater do their job. Feel free to hate on me. I don't care. Oh, hey, Auntie Kathy, I see you on there. I see you watching. Um, those of you that are just now falling in, we're talking about gratitude and being thankful for the small things in life. I mean, what are you thankful for? What are you grateful for? What happened to you that made you grateful, for life? Michelle, you say you thankful for every day your feet hit the floor. Amen to that one. Amen to that one. Amen to that one. And I have another question. So just to kind of, interact with you guys, like I put together some stuff. So I want you to guys listen. We're focusing on the positive tonight. We always talk about trials and the triumphs and the traumas and all the stuff we've been through. Let's shed some light on some good stuff tonight. You know what I'm saying? So give me three things. Drop in the comments. Give me three things that you are grateful for, you're thankful for, whatever you want to say. Give me three things in the comments that you are thankful for. And I'm going to tell you mine. So my number one thing that I am thankful for, and I'm even going to explain and tell you guys why I'm grateful for it. My number one is my eyesight. I am extremely, extremely grateful. Just the fact that I get to wake up every day and see beautiful lights and colors. Because when I was younger, I was told that I wouldn't even be able to see past the age of 10. I was told that I'd never be able to drive. I was told that my visual disability was linked to a learning disability. So I was told that I would never be able to do a lot of things like reading and comprehension. Like there's just so much that I was told I wouldn't be able to do. So for me to be 39 years old and I can drive myself to work, I can I've seen my beautiful children. I've seen how beautiful it is outside in nature. Like, I mean, also, I'm a home medical assistant. Every day I draw blood, I get physicals, I do exams, like, and it's amazing for me still the things that I am able to do when I was told I'd never be able to do that. So that, man, I show extreme gratitude every day for that. I do. My second one, I'm grateful for my kids, most definitely. Like I've told you guys before, going from the dark to the light, each four of my children, there's a reason and a purpose that they're here. They were given to me during that time. And I'm gonna say through each child, I got wiser, I got stronger, I got smarter. And I will always say that my kids, they save me more than they will ever know. Like my kids are my everything. They're the reason that I breathe. They're the reason that I want to grow. They're the reason that I'm evolving. They're the reason that I've done everything that I've done in life since they've been here. Since they've been here, shall I say? Because before they got here, I was everywhere. But since they've been here, they've been my driving force. And my last one, my third one, and I feel like this is just as important as the other ones, but I am super, oh, my light's flickering. I'm super, super grateful for my thought process. And I say this all the time to like people who know me. I'm a very positive person no matter what happens. I find ways to laugh about the things in life. Like, I mean, just my outlook, how I can always see the bigger picture. I love that for me because I know so many people that stay stuck in their rut and they don't know up from down. And it's like they make excuses to stay stuck. And me, never. You're never going to see me stuck in a rut. I give myself, if anything, I give myself 24 hours to feel what I'm feeling. If I'm feeling super negative, I got 24 hours and then I get up out of it. And I love that for me. I love that every day that I rise, I make a point to think better, to do better. And with that thought process alone, I'm always going to win. I love that for me. And I wish that I could share that with so many other people. But those are the three things that I'm grateful for when it comes to me and mine: my eyesight, my kids, my thought process. Because those things, those three things right there, like I said, they're my driving force. They're why I keep going. Okay, you already know, speaking of eyesight, can't get too far ahead. So let's tailor to some of these comments. Let's tailor to some of these comments. Okay, so Michelle, where we left off, Michelle says, yes, others being negative towards me has made me a thick skinned person. Okay, so yeah. D, let me see. It did hurt me when people call me the one leg black girl, but it's okay because now it was their problem, not mine. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And you know what, D? You are very right, and I'm glad you have that outlook now because I tell people stuff like that. Like, people are cruel out here. I mean, I've heard everything about myself. I'm cockeyed, I'm cross-eyed, I've got a lazy eye, like just all kind of stuff. And the funny part about it is, instead of getting upset, I started educating people. So when a person would ask me like, "Oh, you cross-eyed, you cockeyed," I'm gonna bust it down. Actually, no, I was born with congenital cataracts, and I have what's called my nystagmus mitosis, which means I don't have any lenses in my eyes, which also means there's no muscle. So with that being said, sometimes my eyes tend to float where they want to float. So after you start breaking things down to a person, like, oh, they get stuck in their own thoughts. So that's how I started switching it. But I'm glad that you found another way to look at that because that's important. Like you said, that's their problem. It's not yours. And I'm glad you don't let nothing anyone says bother you anymore. Okay. Let's see. Michelle, growing up, my cousin that was MR, may she rest in peace. Oh, help me focus on the little things. Okay. And that's good you had her. Thankful, thankful for God, my family, and I'm still kicking MS's butt. Hey, and I'm thankful for that too, Michelle, because we definitely need you around. I'm glad. All right, D. Let me say, oops, hold on. Give me a second. All right. Being sober, able to walk, and being alive when in the drug world, I should have died. The drug had me in the hospital, stopped breathing for 10 minutes. They pronounced me dead, but God didn't give up on me. So being alive. Amen to that. You definitely have a reason why you're here and you have a purpose. And I'm glad that you're grateful for that because I'm grateful for you. And hey, May, hey, Anna May. Hey, cousin. I'm glad you're in the building. I'm glad. Tonight we are talking about gratitude and what that looks like and being grateful for the small things. Okay, so Michelle, you say yes, people are cruel. I get accused of being a drunk because of my walk, and that's definitely their problem. That is not yours. Um, One saying I love this saying: other people's opinions are not my business. I feel like that's my core. What you think of me is not my business. Now, me being who I am as an individual, I'm always willing to listen. I'm always willing to hear you out about what you think about me. But I don't care. Like I said before, what you eat don't make me use the restroom. So with that being said, hey. So okay, as I was reading about some things about gratitude, I found this to be interesting. And if y'all know me, y'all know I'm always reading up some nice little fun facts. So I was reading that there's also a difference between gratitude and thankfulness. Gratitude is a deeper, more pervasive state of inner appreciation and recognition of the good in one's life, often involving a shift in mindset and a conscious choice to find positive. I love that. And they define thankfulness as more of a specific, temporary emotional response to either like a gift, um, an action, or something received from someone or something else. And I found that to be interesting because, yeah, I mean, thankfulness for you can be thankful for something today and not be thankful for it tomorrow. But gratitude, that is a lot deeper because that like the definition said, gratitude makes you shift your mindset and your perception and the way that you even look at life. Because yeah, I'm thankful for the small things, but I have this deep gratitude for life, and that makes me
Here's the
want to.
forecast for tomorrow.
I don't want to hear
Look
the
for
forecast.
intermittent
That makes
clouds
me
with a high of
thankful for the
81
big
degrees
things.
Fahrenheit and a low of 62 degrees.
So she just told us the weather. But anyway, that was a little small distraction. Okay. So all right, Chloe, you put, I'm grateful for having a son at a young age. He don't understand horses. He don't understand horses. He saved my life. The path I was going down was killing me. Oh, how horses saved my life. Okay, got you, cuz. And you know what? That's a blessing. Like that is a blessing. I'm glad that you say that, like for real, because you already know, cuz with me being a teen mom, I got pregnant at 15 years old. Y'all that don't know, I got pregnant at 15, and I got pregnant by my best friend. We weren't even dating, so that lets you know what I was up to. Anyways, fast forward. But I always tell people that having Takia young was definitely more so for me. Um, it wasn't for him. Now, with that situation, unfortunately, he hasn't been around. You know, we forgive him. He's doing his thing. No bad blood between us. But he wasn't around to raise her. And with her being 22, almost 23 now, I always tell people that was definitely for me and not him. Because the path that I was headed down, um, like my cousin said, you know, she was going down a path. I was definitely headed down a wrong path. I was really out in the streets. I was stealing. I had just started doing drugs myself as a teen. Like I was doing a lot. Like I never even pictured myself as an adult, to be honest. When I was younger, I didn't even think I would. I never even seen my life past the age of 18. So I feel like that was God's way of giving me direction, you know? And I'm super thankful. That's why I put my kids in there. Like I'm thankful for them because, especially my oldest, because when I had her, it's like she gave me all of the love that I was looking for out in the street. And that's just being real. She provided all of the love and acceptance that I needed. Excuse me, that I needed. And that was everything for me. Like we bonded, we were very close. She's my everything. She gave me a reason to live. She gave me a reason to live. I'm gonna say the last time I had even attempted to unalive myself, I was 17. And the fact that I made it and I woke up and I seen her little face, it was like, you got a reason. And from the day forward, she was my main reason until I had more kids. So that's important. Okay, Michelle, you said you're grateful for life and people in it. I love that. I love that. See, I'm grateful for the bad and the good people. I'm grateful even for the people that hurt my feelings. Because one thing I have found out even about myself that I navigate well in I'm not gonna say in, I navigate well in my pain. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I navigate well in my pain. So when I go through like a heartbreak or I lose a friendship or whatever, that it kind of makes me boss up, to be honest. Because I also just being accountable, we like to use the word accountable. Being accountable, I can also be petty. And my pettiness is not doing anything to you physically or emotionally, nothing. My pettiness is actually living the best life that I can live and you seeing me do that. That's my pettiness. So for me, it's like, to be honest, I don't run from relationships falling apart anymore. If anything, I dive in it like, let's go, let's tear this band-aid off because I know what I'm gonna come out to on the other side. Like it doesn't bother me. You want to be dirty to me, you want to do me bad, I promise you, you're gonna regret it more than me. So that's how I am. Like I'm even grateful for those dynamics in life. Because unfortunately, I've had a lot of people attempt to use me, because I got a good heart. I'm very forgiving, very open-minded. I'm very chill. I mean, I have my moments that I can, be something else. But for the most part, I'm very forgiving and loving and like I said, open-hearted, open-minded. I'm very relaxed. I love people. And with that being said, I went through a lot of issues in life to where people took advantage of that. And they used it and they abused it. And look at me now. Look at me. So, so with that being said, I ain't even tripping. Okay. All right, let me go back to some of these comments. Y'all know I gotta keep up. Michelle, you say amazing story. I'm glad I could share that with you. Okay. And Chloe, the reason to live is strong now. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's very strong. And I'm glad it's strong for you too. See, because we need each other, girl, because my heart will be hurt if something happened to you, girl. You know you like my little cousin, even though you right behind me. You still, yeah. Okay, Michelle, you say you wouldn't change anything you've been through. It's made you who you are today. Hey, man, sister, I feel the same way. It's made me who I am today. And with that being said, I got to ask you guys, y'all know I like my questions because this helps us with interaction. What do you do to remain grateful and keep an open heart? Like what do you do? For me, I like to remind myself constantly of the positive side of life because I've noticed, especially because I struggle with depression and anxiety, and I refuse to take medication just because that's me. That's me. That's me. Everybody is different, different strokes, different folks. Everybody can't do the same thing. But for me, I don't want to be dependent on anything. So I have to exercise my my mental muscles a lot, you know, because those negative thoughts, they attack me a lot. They get in my head. They I can hear the negative voices all the time. So I'm very, very conscious about my thoughts and staying positive. Like for me, how I keep that thankfulness and that gratitude in the forefront. And to give you guys an example, for instance, if and I'm gonna just be honest, this is just what I go through, y'all. And it might sound a little crazy or whatever, but this is what I go through. Example, for instance, I could wake up one day, negative voice, those negative voices get loud. You're a horrible mom, you're not doing the best, you suck at your job. Like my voices, they get me sometimes, have me really feeling down, like you can't do this, you can't do that. So for me, I get busy with it. I'll literally like stop it. I have to talk to myself, stop, and I have to redirect those thoughts. Even if I have to speak it out loud, you are everything. You are love. You are healing. You are beautiful. I sometimes I get to that point to where yes, I can look and sound crazy to other people, but that is me making sure that I do what I got to do to fight, to stay positive and to stay thankful, because it's easy to look at all the negatives. It's easy to look at your life and be like, "Oh, this is just trash," and things are not going your way. You losing a job, or you just broke up with somebody. Like there's just so many things that can attack you. So sometimes you got to be very conscious and you got to be aggressive with what you want for your life. And for me, I can get aggressive with what I want from my life, and staying positive and staying grateful. That's something that I get aggressive behind. I will tell her to stop. That thought up in my head that go, I will tell her to stop. Mid thought, girl, you better quit it. Nope, you're a good mama. Nope, you're a great friend. Nope, you're doing the best you can do. Sometimes you got to do that. So what do you guys do to keep gratefulness in the forefront? Oh, hey, Bree Bree, you late but you here. Okay. All right. So to tailor back to some of these comments, y'all know y'all been commenting, so I got to keep up. All right, Michelle, you say you wouldn't change anything you've been through. It's you made it who you are. We read that already. All right, D. Yes, I'm not happy about going through bad stuff, but at the same time, I'm glad I did experience the bad in order to grow and learn from it, so you know how to deal with it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, D. Michelle, I love people too, but some of these people today can't people. I am with you there. I'm definitely with you there. Um, so Michelle, how you stay grateful of prayer and quiet time? Yes, ma'am. And then we got okay, Chloe, the plate challenge, dirt turning, talking out loud, screaming out loud till I'm tired. Okay, I'm with all of that, but I want to know what is a plate challenge, whatever that means. Hey, elaborate on that in the comment, cause because what is a plate challenge? But okay, so I feel you said dirt turning, talking out loud. I'm assuming the dirt turning is being out in the country. Y'all got to help me with some of these country slangs because I'm not 100% sure. Okay, D. So D put this is how I remain grateful for my life now is to think about where I was at 7 years ago. Never want to live that life again. Being drugged up in a wheelchair, having people doing you wrong, have a man beat on you just cause isn't the life I ever want to live again. And amen to that. I'm a person also that I like to reflect often about what went on previously. I have conversations with my best friend Nicole all the time, and we often reflect on who we were years ago. And I feel like doing that also keeps you grateful for life, because especially if you were in a horrible situation. I feel like if it was opposite, if life was great, and then it gets bad, it's kind of easier to look at the negative side. But even with that, the positive aspect to that would be you're being sat still for a reason. But going back to that, like I feel like reflecting on your growth is like a key component of keeping you grateful. Because D, like how you mentioned, for me as well, I was on drugs years ago. And when I look back on my life being on drugs, um, to be honest, I also have escorted before. I did that for years. And so escorting, drug use, um, going through the stuff that I went through, looking at that, looking at who I am now, oh yeah, that definitely keeps me grateful because, like you said, D, I don't ever want to go back to that. I don't ever want to go back to that addictive version of me. And I'm not even just talking about addicted to drugs. I was addicted to money and drugs. So with that being said, I did a lot of things to get money, and it is what it is. No shame in my game. It taught me who I am, and I learned a lot about myself going through that because I don't ever want to chase money again. So I chase purpose now. So that even made me grateful when it came to that aspect of my life. Like I know now money is not the number one thing. My purpose is, my life is, Now, when you're chasing your purpose, money, it kind of goes hand in hand because when you're happy and passionate and purposeful, the money comes. But I will no longer chase the money. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm grateful for that as well. All right. Looking back at some of these. Okay, y'all been hitting me with these long comments. I got y'all though. Okay, so D. No, I'm okay, Bree. I'm back. I'm to Bree now. All right. You write your feelings and things you want to let go on a plate and throw the plate and break it. Oh, okay. So that's the plate challenge. Well, thank you, sweetie, for elaborating. Love you. Because I didn't know. Okay, so Chloe, you elaborated again. Got you, got you, got you. You know what, y'all? We learned something new because I think I want to try that. I think I might do that with the kids. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you, cousin, for letting me know that. And Bree, you said you most definitely came a long way, and I'm so proud of you. And you're most definitely somebody I look up to. All I love you so much. You coming a long way too. And you know what? I am grateful for y'all. I'm grateful for you, Bree. I'm grateful for Ashley. I'm grateful for your mama. I'm grateful for all y'all because y'all have truly become like family to me, and y'all have been in my life for so many years. Y'all have seen the ugliest sides of me and still love me through it. So I'm forever thankful and grateful for y'all. Dang, there brings tears to my eyes even talking about it. But for real, like my relationships in life mean everything to me because of what I've been through. And I'm gonna say especially because of what I've been through. I've been through a lot. I moved a lot. As a kid, I a lot of people know of me, but not a lot of people know. So with that being said, I never imagined having people in my life this long that I can say family. And to be honest, most of my family is not blood related. So that is something like I'm majorly grateful for, that God gave me this village of imperfect people, but we developed a perfect union. So I love y'all to death, man. I'm grateful for y'all. And let me see. Okay, and then so Chloe, you put turning dirt is a country thing, but I'll go to the farm or my backyard and go dig up dirt to be one with the earth, and I'll turn it over until I feel my thoughts are turning over to positive. I like that too, cousin. You know what? I can't wait till you get here because we're gonna try some things. I like that too. That is a good way also to stay grateful. It really helps with the kids also because they can write down their deepest thoughts without being judged. Okay, I like that. Oh, and thank you, Michelle. I see your comment. I'm amazing. And you know what? You are amazing too. I'm telling y'all, like this village is awesome. Like I love it. I love it. And I'm glad that I'm able to do this. I'm even grateful for this. I'm thankful. I'm super thankful that I continue to be pushed. Um, because no matter how much I do this, you guys, my nerves are still bad. I still, I don't know, I still choke up before every episode. But I'm even grateful that I'm still able to push through it. I'm grateful. Y'all give me the strength, like y'all really do. And I'm grateful that I'm still able to do this even through the nerves. So I like to keep that in the forefront too. Because, boy, I almost didn't come. I almost didn't come on. But like I say, this is purpose. And at the end of the day, I don't want to disappoint the higher power. You know, we all call God something different, but I know I don't want to disappoint when it comes to my purpose. So I'm going to do this by any means necessary, no matter how uncomfortable I feel. And so you guys help with that. So once again, I'm grateful for you guys, my village that's, hey, that's always here when need be. And Michelle, you say I'm a professional now? Not yet, but you know what? I'm gonna take it. I'll take it. I ain't gonna shoot down the compliment because thank you, thank you. But I'm a work in progress. And each week I'm gonna do my best to get better and better and better. And so, okay. So when it comes something else that I was reading when it comes to being grateful, I want to share this with you guys. I found something. I found 7 ways to show gratitude. I like this though. Um, and Chloe, you put some of them. Chloe and Bree, we were talking about this in the comments. But for those of you guys that really want to tap into some different ways, I like this. I really like this. So, 7 ways to show gratitude. Well, we already know you can show gratitude verbally. That's one way. And that would look like telling people thank you, how much you appreciate them, how much you love them. Um, Me, I'm a person, I grew up with manners. So thank you is like second nature to me. You can do anything for me. I'm gonna tell you thank you. Sometimes I tell people thank you for things that I shouldn't even be saying thank you for, but it's second nature to me. I'm a very grateful person. So I'm very thankful for the small things. But that's what showing gratitude verbally would look like. We have number 2, handwritten notes. I like that one for the simple fact that I'm also a person that I'm still learning how to articulate myself. So sometimes certain certain things can be uncomfortable to me. And I'm good at writing notes. Like I'm a writer also. So writing a note to somebody to let them know how much you appreciate them, that's a great way to, show your gratitude. Write them a note. Because if you can't say it to them, then write it to them. And I tell my kids that all the time too. We used to have a notebook that we would communicate in a notebook because sometimes, especially with your children, sometimes they can't always say things to you, to your face. So I gave my kids another way to express things to me. Notebook. So yes, writing it down. Number three, acts of service. Um, I'm big on this too. I'm big on all seven of these, y'all. So y'all gonna hear my little personal stories for all of them. Acts of service. Y'all know if somebody does something for you, it's okay to do something for them. I feel like nowadays people don't live by that you scratch my back, I scratch yours motto. And that is real. I feel like it's bigger than tit for tat because when someone does something for you and you really appreciate them, it's not a big deal to do anything back. Like I'm that person to where if you let me stay in your house, I'm gonna make sure it's clean, food cooked. That's just me. That's how I show my gratitude to you for letting me stay there. We gonna have a clean house, some cooked food, dishes washed. That's just who I am. Then if a person, let's just say, a person holds the door open for me, of course I'm gonna say thank you, but maybe the next time, if you're walking through and I'm with you, I'm going to hold it open for you. Like that's another act of service that you can do. And those are just small things that you do for people to show them you appreciate them. Because sometimes telling a person verbally and writing them a note is out of your character. Whatever. Do something. Show them. As we like to say here in Missouri, this is the show me state. So don't talk about it, be about it. Show me you appreciate me. So there you go with that one. Okay. Number four. I know people who were like this. I'm not huge on this, but I mean, I understand why. Gifts. Gifts are another way. Giving gifts are another way of showing gratitude. Um, I mean, I give gifts, but I'm not big on that because that I'm more so bigger on acts of service. Like I'll do something for you before I give you a gift. My gift is gonna be giving you a ride home. Like, either way it go, I'm still gonna do something else for you. But gifts, that's another way to show your gratitude. Um, Number five, we have set a grateful example. I love this one because this is something I feel like is underrated. Setting a grateful example looks like, for instance, what I'm doing right now. I'm just doing me. I'm being kind. I'm being loving. I'm being open minded, open hearted, non judgmental. And that alone, right there, tends to make other people grateful. And it tends to show other people examples of how to show gratitude for life. And I thought that was interesting when I read that one. I like that one a lot. Number six, they say journaling. And Bree, that was something like what you were talking about, writing down things, keeping a gratitude journal um, to acknowledge the good things. I like that one. I don't do that often, which I probably could get better on it. I don't do that often, but that would be a good idea to keep a journal of all the good things and then every so often go back and read in your journal. That would be awesome. So I mean, that's another one. And then number seven, compliments. And that's another verbal form of showing gratitude. I guess you could say, because complimenting somebody is verbal. It's okay to give somebody a compliment. It's okay to tell someone you appreciate them. It's okay to acknowledge someone's greatness. That's okay, you guys. It's all right. So for those of you that feel like it's not, it is. And I like those though. Those are seven ways to show gratitude. Let me go into these comments, y'all. Oh, hey, Robert, I see you in here. Y'all, it's better late than never, but y'all in the building. Okay. Oh, let me hold on. Let me tell you some of these comments. Let me see. Okay. And then Chloe, so you say being uncomfortable makes you bring out your best. Yeah. Yes and no, because I don't feel it. But the funny part is people say that all the time. They say that to me, like, oh, you do such a great job. You do such a good job. Man, I don't feel it. I don't know. But like I said, those are compliments that I'm just gonna take. And then D, oh, you're doing good. I have to be here. You know I'm sick, but I'm still here. And D, I'm thankful that you are still here. I'm glad to have you here, sick and all. You know what? All right, Robert. Hey now, sis. I see you. Bree, you journal every day. I love that. I need to get better with my journaling, but I love that for you. Y'all, and phones are ringing and everything. Okay, Michelle. Yes, gratitude journal. Okay, Chloe, last time I gave a woman a compliment, she thought I was gay. Y'all can't see people. You know what's funny, cousin? The funny part is this lady, I gotta tell the story because it warms my heart, but it caught me off guard. So I'm walking and I'm at work, y'all. I'm walking. Okay, those of you that do not know, my eyes are not black or brown. My eyes are actually like a midnight blue. I think it just comes from me having the cataracts and going through all the stuff that I went through with my eyes. Anyways, so when the sun glistens in my face, my eyes shine like this ocean blue. So I'm walking, fast forward, I'm walking into work. I'm on the phone and I was frustrated because it was a kind of a heavy conversation. So I'm on the phone and this lady, I mean, she was beautiful. She was beautiful. She grabs like my arm and she stops me and was like, hey, I just want to let you know that you are gorgeous. You are beautiful. Your skin is beautiful. Your eyes are beautiful. Like she complimented me so much. It kind of was made me feel a little uncomfortable. It was like, okay, thank you. You know, and I was in my brain, it did register like, I wondered, but you know, it is what it is. I just took the compliment for what it was. But that is funny that you say that because I feel like sometimes that does happen because I'm the same way. When I compliment other women, they feel like I'm trying to get at them. Like, no, I'm just appreciating your beauty, you know? And that's sad though, because it is sad, but it is what it is. But I thought that was funny. I mean, but it really made me feel good. It was just she really caught me off guard. And I mean, she didn't say nothing. She just complimented me, told me how pretty I was, how beautiful my skin was, and my eyes were glistening in the sun. Like, and that was it. She just went on about her business. And like I said, I was on the phone, so it was like, okay. But I thought that was what's up. Like, it really had me smiling, like, oh, you know. And she was pretty herself. I did catch my attention on that part though. Really, Bree? Yes, I still got a house phone. Okay. What? Oh, yeah, Robert, and you're late, but I'm glad you're here. And yes, you heard the house phone ring, and I still got a house phone, y'all. I'm still old school when it comes to that because I don't want to be accessible all the time. So, yeah, if I'm at home, I talk to you. If I'm not, hey, it is what it is. Only certain people can call the celly. But, anyways, so you guys, you know, these episodes, we're not going to have these too long. So we're going to wrap this up, wind this down. To you guys that are here and that have been here, I'm thankful for you. I appreciate you and I love you much, so much. Man, cuz y'all being a part of my village means way more to me than you'll ever realize. I'm glad we were able to focus on gratitude and gratefulness and what that looks like. And y'all know, no matter what, just stay positive. Stay positive. It's going to be all right. Focus on the brighter side of life. That will get you far. I promise it will. Um, and just know that being grateful for the small things will actually take you far. It really will. Remember that. Being grateful for the small things will take you far. So, wrapping up, next week, we are going to be talking about overstimulation and what that looks like
And I really want to talk about that because, being honest with you guys, I've been struggling a lot recently. I feel like I'm overwhelmed and overstimulated right now. And there's a lot of people out here that are like me. So next week, make sure you join on time, you guys. And we're going to talk about being overstimulated and how to navigate through that, trying to stay focused and everything. But we're going to touch on that. But I thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Um, you already know. At the end of the day, stay heightened and enlightened. And like I always say, happy healing. Happy healing. I hope you guys enjoy tonight. And make sure you meet me here, right here, next week, same time. Okay? And be on time next week. All right. Until then, happy healing. See you guys later.